Hello, beautiful beloveds. It's Missy with MeWe. Thank you for joining me as we move to We collectively. I am here to do an energy update for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Glad to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so glad you've stuck around this long. I know I haven't been on in a while. So I'm trying to get some more readings out for the general collective. I'm going to do a mirrored heart spread that goes into the heart of the union, the mind space for the masculine and the feminine, the physical reality for the masculine and the feminine, the heart space, and then message to each other. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here for the heart of the union. Where's the energy currently? For the masculine side of the deck, I'm going to be using the Crystal Visions Tarot, and for the feminine side, I'll be using the Wheel of the Year Tarot. Sometimes I read reversals, sometimes I don't. I am an intuitive reader. I read as I am guided. Masculine and feminine energies are interchangeable. You can be a male and a feminine energy, and a female and a masculine energy. Good morning, son.
I found you.
You found me. Sorry, my son walked in. Okay, back to the heart of the union here. Got the Knight of Cups, bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles and Six of Swords. What's showing itself here? Chariot moving forward. Well, from addictions, and that's what the Six of Swords is about also, is moving forward. Knight of Cups is bringing something, an emotional offer forward. And they're walking in different directions. So I'd say there might be some runner-chaser dynamic here going on, where one's wanting to walk away from the connection, one's wanting to fulfill more towards it for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you're walking away from mental thoughts and things that are hindering you from this union, and really filling that emotional cup and getting ready to bring forth an offer. Okay, what's going on in the masculine's mind space, please? And this could be for your own energies within yourself also, your own inner masculine, your own inner feminine, leaving thought patterns that no longer serve you. Thank you. The mind space for masculine, Ten of Cups. With the bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. Completions, ends of cycles. Happy family life, fulfillment. Both emotionally and materially fulfilled. Mind space for the feminine, please. Judgment. Light shining down, new growth with the High Priestess. So a lot of spiritual insight coming in. You might be seeking judgment. Let's got the deck here on a connection that's no longer Six of Wands is like the marriage card. It's my Blessed Beltane card. Yeah, she's seeking judgment. Okay, basically the best way I can put this forward is, for the general collective of you, your masculine has not come forward or has done you wrong. I don't want to play the victim here because we know that everything is set up for the purpose of the awakening process. But basically, you're waiting for this judgment to come down because of the insight that you had gleaned about the truth of this connection. He may have been incredibly cold and sharp with his words towards you. Maybe stating that this isn't the connection that you are saying it was, and you're waiting for this judgment to come down. So this is where your mind space is right now. You might be dealing with some feelings of needing to forgive. Which we can ebb and flow and wane into that. A lot of the times the feminine is the one holding the space for the masculine, and there's that unconditional love and that unconditional forgiveness, but we still seep back into that place where we feel a little victimized, and you're never the victim here. You're always supported. It's always for a reason, for growth. All right, what's going on in the masculine's outer world, please? Oh, thank you. Ten of Pentacles reversed. The Ace of Swords reversed. I'm gonna go ahead and read that. When the Ten of Pentacles appears reversed, it can represent problems at home, financial insecurity, and discontent. It can also signify issues with an inheritance or a huge material loss or a disaster or bad investment. With the Ace of Swords reversed, it may mean that the timing is wrong to begin something new, or a new venture is delayed. It can also indicate forcing an issue or trying too hard to begin something new without letting things take their natural course. So I feel like in the masculine's world right now, some things are very upside down for him as far as his material concerns go. Work, school, for some of you family life, but I really feel, it being Pentacles and it's a single, the single woman here with a dog. I don't feel it's necessarily that, if your partner's in a karmic relationship, that's necessarily upside down, but rather his work and finances. Like I said, there could be an inheritance, something going on with family members, but that is kind of upside down right now, and it's delaying a new beginning, a start of something he wants to move forward into, whether that be a new business startup, pursuing his feminine, along those lines. What's going on in the feminine's outer world, please? Nothing, huh? Maybe it's just being kind of sneaky. There we go. Three of Wands with the Queen of Wands. So very magnetic energy here. She is into her feminine receptivity. And just, wishing and waiting, loyal. The dog signifies loyalty to me. Three of Wands is like, waiting for the ships to come in the traditional tarot. So I think in her physical reality, she's just kind of being still, magnetizing. There's a Queen of Wands. Allowing things to come in for her, being receptive. Stay in that energy, feminine. That's where the magic happens. That's the lesson this entire time. I was mastering this energy. All right, what's going on in the masculine's heart space, please? Joel, hey, you're kicking my chair, bud.
Sorry.
My son's in here. It's my barnacle. It's attached to my hip. All right, masculine's heart space, please. Just saw 11:22 on the timer as I was shuffling. That's going to be significant for somebody out there. Oh man, he's got a lot weighing on his heart. He just had a big stack drop. There we go. Okay, so got the Magician, Justice, and the Five of Swords in reverse. Now, the Justice card and the Judgment card feel very similar to me. So in the feminine's headspace, she's waiting for this judgment to come down, and in his heart space, he's ready for justice to prevail. So I'm going to go ahead and read. So we've got Justice, Magician, and Five of Swords in reverse. The card of Justice represents fairness, honesty, and acting in an ethical manner. Justice means weighing all sides before making an important decision. It also means being accountable and taking responsibility for actions. Justice is shown with a sword and scales, traditional symbols of the card of Justice. She stands balancing on loose rocks above a river of truth, representing the fine balance it takes to find truth. Even though events in our lives may seem unjust, there's a divine order to the universe. Exactly what I was saying earlier. With the Magician, creative power and determination. The Magician is strong-willed and ambitious, reminds us of our ability to harness the power of the universe in order to manifest our dreams and desires. The Magician represents all of the elements of the universe. Fire, water, air, earth, and spirit are represented by his tools, cup, wand, pentacle, and sword. This is the card of potential and impact and reminds us to grasp opportunities and take action consciously and deliberately. So exactly what the feminine is trying to magnetize, bring in, manifest, this judgment coming through is what he's feeling in his heart space. He wants to create this justice. The Five of Swords reversed. When the Five of Swords appears reversed in spread, it can represent a person forgiving someone for a wrongdoing. It can also signify one's name being cleared. The real villain will be exposed and the victim will be vindicated. So yes, precisely. This is what's weighing on his heart right now, heavily, because that big stack fell out, is he wants to come clean, balance the scales, make it right. Forgive and be forgiven, because he has to forgive too. You know, he wasn't in his reality, in his perception, a feminine also did him wrong. Joel, please stop with the chair, son.
Don't stop. I don't know the chair.
I know, but you're pushing it and it's moving my camera on the chair.
Oh.
I don't think I'll be editing any of that out, so incorporate it, interpret it as you will. All right, what's going on?
Hold on to say it.
Yes, it is. It's right there.
I have to say it.
You were supposed to be quiet in here, son.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Feminine's heart space, please. Okay, we've got the Two of Swords along with, at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. So with the Two of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, in her heart space there's some conflict, some decisions to be made, and she's feeling like she might have missed out, like she's out in the cold. I almost feel like this is a little bit of a tower moment going on here, that she's missed an opportunity because she's having a hard time making this decision. So feminines, this goes one of both ways. Make a decision, stick with it. That's how the universe works, the law of attraction, manifestation. You know, it's better to be on one side of the fence or the other than balancing in the middle. However, I'm also getting for some of you that you need to completely surrender to the decision making and just allow, receive, let it unfold. There's nothing more you need to do, because that is placing you in a position of control. And one of the biggest themes here, one of the main lessons is to, you let go and surrender and realize that you already have everything. It's already come to you. It already belongs to you. Let go of the control and surrender to it and allow it to come in. But you're not left out in the cold. You're already abundant. All right. What's the masculine have to say to the feminine? Oh, that flew out. Hangman. With the High Priestess. Already I'm getting straight away that he's waiting for insight, waiting for guidance. Really just leaning on God and his support team to direct him. He's honing into his intuition. He's getting downloads. He's listening to his team. And this is the second time I cut to the Queen of Cups reverse on the bottom of the deck. So I'm just going to go ahead and read and see what that says. The reverse Queen of Cups can represent someone who is overly emotional, naive, and easily manipulated. Instead of helping those truly in need, she aids anyone who feeds her hard luck story. Even if their intentions are self-serving, she leaves herself vulnerable to dishonest abusers of her kindness. So he's in a very emotional state right now too. Basically the message that I'm getting from him to the feminine is, please wait while I tune into myself and honor my emotions, which is fabulous. It is fabulous that he is in this place of knowing and understanding his emotions and connecting with them, being patient with them, waiting on them, waiting for insight, not acting rashly or harshly on them. What does the feminine want to say back to him? All right, I've got a lot that flew out. Give me a minute. King of Swords that popped up again. Looks like we've got a story here. Okay, so she's waiting for the scales to come into balance. Oh, for the scales to come into balance. I'm watching and waiting for this partnership, for things to come together. This is in reverse. Normally I don't read it, but I'm going to keep it there so the nightmares can end. And a new spiritual beginning. So she is waiting for you to get this, to bring this into balance for teamwork. So she can get over this nightmare and start a new spiritual truth. Wonderful, thank you. And, you know, I'd like to, I've got a new deck, Divine Feminine and Masculine Reunited. And I want to go ahead and pull, let's incorporate this somehow, let's see. So, let's go ahead and pull an outcome card. To see what's the outcome for the masculine to work through these feelings, get his insight, bring justice to the injustice, bring balance to the union, and the feminine to continue to forgive and stay in her power of magnetizing and feminine energy. What would be the outcome? I've got selfhood. Let's go ahead and I can read it from the book. That's what it says. The magic sweet spot between codependence and extreme independence. The ability to enjoy the ebb and flow of life. To be open to enjoying your time with another, but also with yourself. Selfhood is all-encompassing and self-acceptance, self-love, self-actualization, and self-care. Unfortunately, in our society, it is often seen as conceited to view yourself in a good light. But if we are all one, we can truly accept and love others if we don't start with ourselves. It is okay to be proud of yourself, to celebrate your achievements, to accept your shadow aspects, to see your worth and love yourself deeply. Decide right now to start treating yourself as you would your best friend. If your best friend made a small mistake, would you berate her and make her feel stupid and insignificant? Most likely the answer is no. You would tell her she is human and that it's okay. She is intelligent and making a small mistake does not take away any of her magnificence. If you can do this for another, why not for yourself? It is time to strip down this conditioning that makes it difficult to love yourself. You are not conceited if you see your good qualities and accept your humanness. Beautiful. What I'm getting from this is for each of them, ultimately it's coming down to forgiveness. Forgiveness of the other and forgiveness of self. Doing so is going to squash that codependence that's so prevalent in so many unions. So the outcome here, staying true to your path, is a rejuvenation in your selfhood. Well, I hope that reading resonated with you, brought forth some healing guidance and insight on your journey. might not resonate with everybody. Of course, it's not going to resonate with anybody. It's a general reading for the collective. And I'm wishing you many blessings on your journey. Love and light. Until next time.